Today is a bit of a different video. I'm writing a book and decided to make an audiobook of it. So yeah. Also, I'm sorry for any stuttering. I'm horrible at reading out loud. But anyway, let's get into it. Chapter 1. I don't like change. I'm a stray now, Sparky said, over and over in his mind. He didn't even know why. The last thing he remembered was his mate, Nala, prodding him awake, practically screaming at him that they needed to leave. He was at the Canine University, a place where service dogs in training were taught and kept. He seemed safe, he felt safe, but Nala. She had always been a little gimpy. She was a stray before being picked for the university. But that night, that one night, she seemed not just nervous, scared, frightened, terrified, panicked. Whatever the strongest word was, she was it. When you meet my pack, that collar won't do you much good, Nala muttered, snapping Sparky out of his thoughts. Why? Can't I keep it? He asked, feeling a bit protective. They aren't fans of own dogs, she mumbled. Here, let me help you, she said, walking towards him, readying her jaws to rip it off. No, he snapped, a bit harsher than he meant. It's either that or you're on your own. I've devoted my loyalty to my pack. I can't choose any one dog over them. I'm going back to them, either with you or without you, she explained, a bit of a hurt tone in her voice as she said the part about leaving him. Fine, he muttered, tilting his head up to expose his collar. All right, Nala said quietly before putting her jaws around the collar, pulling as hard as she could. She growled a bit from frustration at the collar's strength. Sparky coughed a few times from how hard she was pulling. He had never realized how scary Nala could be. It was clear that she was trying to be gentle with him, but if he didn't know her as much as he did, she would be quite threatening. After a few minutes of pulling, she finally got it off. She dropped the ripped collar to catch her breath. Sparky stared at it for a few seconds longingly before looking away. Now we need to find their camp. I think I remember where. Follow me, Nala said under her breath. Sparky reluctantly followed, glancing back at the Canine University, which was further in the distance than he thought. Nala guided him through an alleyway before stopping at a street, sitting down to wait for cars. Once she knew it was time to cross, she stood up and gestured with her tail for him to follow. I don't see the point in this, Sparky muttered angrily. We were safe. Why are we? Nala cut him off. You'll be safer with a pack of dogs that look out for each other, she retorted, giving a slight annoyed growl. We had shelter, we had food, water, friends, Sparky defended, following Nala to the end of the street. I understand why you're angry, Nala woofed. I'm sorry, she finished, waving her tail a bit at the apology. No, don't apologize, don't. I think I just. He paused for a moment, unsure of how to say it. I don't like change.